Hey, this is Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. This video will be on how I create my pink and white ombres. You can follow me on social media and check out my website. Those links will be below in the description box. So let's get started. I've got this client tips already applied and blended, and I like to make sure that I shape them before I start because that eliminates excessive filing. You may notice some ridges in her nails, and unfortunately she did pull her previous set off, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Her nails are not open or exposed, so it's fine to perform a service on them. I'm going to start by priming all of her nails, and then I'll prime each nail before I apply product. So today I'm going to be using Tammy Taylor DW, which is her dramatic white, and C&D warm pink. And I'll be capping the design in Valentino crystal clear acrylic. So I start out by placing my white bead first on the tip, or if I'm sculpting on the form, and I blend that bead back towards the cuticle area. I try to be mindful of my sidewalls and free edge and keeping those nicely in shape so that when I'm done at the end I don't have as much filing to do to get my shape back to where I want it. After I let my white sit for a moment, I go in with my pink. I put that bead close to the cuticle but not touching it. I push it back with my brush a little bit, and I go ahead and fade that bead towards the white. I go in with a second bead and I put that almost right where I put the first one, and then go ahead and blend that in. When I come to my fourth and final bead, usually I put that one right over the stress area, and I'm going to blend that bead towards the white and back towards the cuticle. This is helping to build up my apex and get a better blend over that free edge and build up the stress area of this nail. When you start applying your beads close to the cuticle, it is great to let gravity help you. You'll notice that when I'm doing that, I have my client's finger angled down. If you have the finger too flat or upright, or they're trying to see it, gravity is obviously going to flow that product right back into the cuticle. If I notice that an area could use a little bit more acrylic, I go ahead and add a little more in that spot. I try not to keep piling it on because that's just going to be more work filing it down later, but that spot was obviously a little bit deficient. You can still see through it a little bit, so it's okay to add in a little as you need it. Now I'm going to go in with my Valentino Crystal Clear and go ahead and cap all of the nails. I do this so that when I use my e-file, I'm not filing away the ombre that I just created. I'll still be able to shape the nail, and the clear sometimes can also fill in some spots that you may have felt your nail wasn't as smooth or as even. I try to do a thin coat just to cover the acrylic so I don't file away the design, but if you need to build up a little bit more with the clear, that's fine as well. You may notice me tapping on the nails with my brush or a file before I file on them. And if you tap your nail with your brush or a file or something that's going to give you a clicking noise and you hear an audible click, you know that the nail is ready to be filed on. If it's still like a soft thud, you don't hear an audible clicking noise, it's not ready for you to file on, and you're going to file away the wet acrylic. And I did the client's other hand prior to recording, so normally I wouldn't even really have to check and see if the nail was ready for me to file on it, because I would have let that hand cure while I was working on the other hand. But since I'm going straight into this hand, that's why you'll see me checking a few of these nails before I file on it. When I file my client's nails, I not only file each side in the free edge, I will file under the nail and vertically across the free edge to remove any loose pieces of the plastic tip or acrylic that may have gotten under the nail. The thumb wasn't quite ready for me to file on yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side for now and go on in with my e-file and get the surface smooth, and I also will use it to refine my shape a little bit more. This will save me from excessive hand filing and cut down on my time a little bit. This is a tapered STF bit. It is one of my favorite bits to use because it's so multi-purpose. I can use it for shaping and to get around the cuticle, in addition to being able to smooth the surface with it. I don't always buff after using this bit because it gets the surface of the nail really smooth. When I'm done e-filing, I go ahead and turn my client's hand around towards me so that I can verify that the nails are all straight and flat across the top. You get a better view of that if you turn the hand towards you. Then I go back in with my hand file and I make sure I refine the shape. Anything that needs to be adjusted from when I turn their hand to face me, I do that now, and I'll go back and forth turning it back around to make sure that I got it the way that I want it to look. When I'm filing on the sides of the nails, I'm sure to use my finger to brace the client's nail so that I'm not putting a lot of pressure on their nail bed when I'm shaping the sides, because sometimes that can be a bit much on the client's natural nail, especially on someone like her who has pulled her previous set off. Her nail beds may be a little bit sensitive. Now, they were not painful to the touch, but excessive rocking and pressure on them might not be as comfortable for her. After I'm done filing, I will go in with my buffer. Sometimes I do buff with oil because I find it gives a smoother surface. If I do buff with oil, I'm sure to wipe my client's nail with alcohol or acetone before applying my polish or top coat. I go under the surface of the nail as well to get out any loose pieces of nail or acrylic, like I said, when filing, that may have gotten stuck under the nail. Be careful when buffing or filing under the nail. You may need to score your files and buffers, because if you go under that free edge or across that fingertip really fast, you can cut your client with the file or the buffer. When I'm done buffing and filing, I go ahead and spritz my client down with the cleansing solution, and I use a manicure brush to get all of the dust off of their nail surface and from under their nails. Then I go ahead and check the nails out to make sure that I buff them and shape them to my satisfaction before moving on to the next step. I'm going to be using my Jellicoe Flex Gel top coat. This is a no wipe top coat, and the best part about it is that it cures in only 20 seconds. You should check out their website for this product and others. They have a great selection, and you get a good size product of pretty much anything that you order from them. And I'll have the website and a discount code in the description box below. I finish every service off with the cuticle oil, and I give that a nice little massage into the cuticles and fingers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. If you have anything else that you would like to see, leave it in the comment box below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and turn on alerts so you're the first to know when I post new content.